you've been looking for pre-fire maps, I have the solution for you. The creators of 5e have released every single map besides Nuke, and they're all just pre-fire maps in the workshop. I will link all of them down below, and I'll show you guys how to work the maps in case you've never used the workshop before, or maybe you've never used a map like this because you're new to Counter-Strike. But before I get into that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey.
Skins Monkey is a CS2 skins trading site and marketplace that provides an instant way to get new skins. My favorite thing about Skins Monkey is that I can trade skins that I no longer want and trade it for a skin that is equal value. If you use code Louis CS2, you get a $5 bonus on your first trade. If you want to buy skins, you can get a 30% deposit bonus plus an extra 5% using my code. The link is down in the description.
Now, if you don't know how to get to this page, I can show you how to do that now. If you just go to your Steam library, you're going to see Counter-Strike. Now, when you left click on Counter-Strike, this menu comes up with your screenshots and all the patch notes and pretty much what all your friends have done. And there's actually a little tab right here that's called Workshop. You can simply just click this. And if you want to search the map that you want, you will obviously search 5e. This will come up with all of the Prefire maps, and then whichever one you want to obviously play on, you just hit this green plus button. And now let's hop in game and I'll show you guys how to play on the map. Now, once you're in Counter-Strike and you've obviously downloaded the map, you want to go to play and then workshop. And this is where all of your maps are going to be. You see I have some 5e maps right here, and there could be some down here. Like obviously I just downloaded the Anubis one, so it's at the bottom, so you just have to make sure that you are looking for it. But once you find 5e Prefire map that you downloaded, you just want to left click it and then click the green go button. This will load you into the workshop. It could take a little bit depending on whatever computer you have, but obviously I think it should be rather fast since it's a small map. But then you're going to be loaded in like this. Now, the first thing you want to do is change the language of the map, so then you can kind of see what everything does. Maybe you want to clear decals or, gain health when you're killing the bots, just sort of things like this. And it'll just show you the directions on the map if you want your bots to be harmless, or maybe you want them to be so difficult you feel like you're fighting Satan. You could also do that as well. But you want to select your gun, whatever you want. Obviously, I'm going to go with the AK here. Now, there is a free exercise, which I'm not going to go over. But what you can do over here is select what you want to do for the pre-firing route, and it's going to show you where you go. So you can come here and switch, like maybe you want to go T-stairs to connector, maybe you want to go bridge to bomb side A. There's a lot of different options. Now, what I really recommend if you are new to pre-fire maps is select the wall hack bot. Now, what this is going to do is show you where the bots are on the map, which I really recommend if you're trying to really work on that crosshair placement. But once you decide whichever one you want, you can also be a CT like you're retaking. But let's say I want to do the T-stairs to connector. I'm going to click start training. Where the frick is my AK, bro? Now, you'll spawn in and you'll see there's a little timer below you. It's going to show you have 22 targets. Now, obviously, you can see these little boxes on their head. No, those aren't my hacks. That's actually the workshop map. And then you can pretty much just work on your crosshair placement because these boxes are obviously on the head. You can just go through and make sure you're lining up your crosshair correctly. Now, it's very important to note that this is pretty much all muscle memory and feel, so you really want to get used to how you are aiming. So wherever you see a bot, you want to make sure that your crosshair is lined up, especially if you are playing with the harmless bots, which I really do recommend just to work on your crosshair placement. Like there's a guy in pizza right here. I want to make sure that I kind of remember and build that muscle memory that someone could be there. So when I swing, I don't have to adjust my crosshair. I just literally have to counter strafe to kill him. Kind of like if I'm clearing E-box here, I just want to make sure that my crosshair is at that level, so I'm really not aiming at all. If you watch someone like Donk, his crosshair placement's so good. All he pretty much does is counter straight. That should literally be the same for everyone else. You can definitely learn a lot from Donk and the way he plays. This is just one example on how to get good just like Donk. So I really recommend that you guys do that when you're going through these maps. Now, obviously, these other settings are pretty much self-explanatory. If you want to opt, deagle, do whatever. And then if you are someone who maybe struggles on retakes, you can obviously switch to a CT-sided map like this where, maybe you are coming and retaking where, oh man, maybe they're in mid, so I got to go freaking do whatever this route is just to get used to clearing these angles, getting used to that crosshair placement, and maybe some weird positions that these guys might sit. The cool thing about this map as well is if you are a speedrunner, it does show your time, and then it also does show the pathing you should be taking. So that's also something that you should be kind of remembering is what is the pathing that I should be taking, because this pathing is actually well thought out by the 5e creators, because this pathing is going to make sure you're not exposed to all these different angles. So it's very good to memorize how you are moving through the map like this, just to make sure you aren't overextending and trying to fight two people at once. So make sure you do remember that as well with the crosshair placement. But that's all I have for you guys today. I will link all these maps down in the description. If you guys made it this far in the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.